Minecraft Bedrock and Minecraft Java, two games with the same name, but which are vastly different from each other. Why is that? Why did Mojang decide on two separate editions of the game? Wouldn't it make it more difficult for players to play with each other? Wouldn't the two methods of playing, paying, and coding be confusing? Why are there different game mechanics? Today, we'll dive into the history of Minecraft, why there are two versions, which version is better for who, and why Mojang decided to do this. To start, Minecraft was a PC game. Released on the 17th of May 2009 in its earliest version, Minecraft was nothing but an empty sandbox. Some dirt and stone blocks, which you could break and place on a flat cube. Development moved steadily, and on the 16th of August 2011, just months before the full release of the game, Minecraft Pocket Edition was released. A full overhaul from the Java edition of the game. Pocket Edition was a new game for phones, but with the same Minecraft-ish look and the same items in-game. The Pocket Edition version of the game was always one or two updates behind the Java edition, though this has changed recently. Minecraft gained popularity quickly in the years to follow, taking over YouTube and every other social media platform. In 2016, Minecraft released their 1.9 Combat update for Java edition, which removed block hitting and added a cooldown on the PvP system. There was a lot of backlash from the community, while players were getting used to it, and this is the reason many servers still use 1.8 today. The Combat update was supposed to add more skill and strategy to PvP, rather than it being a contest of who could click the fastest. Fast forward a while and we get to the 31st of July 2017. That was the day when Minecraft Pocket Edition got another complete overhaul, changing even the name of the game to just Minecraft, known now as Bedrock Edition. It was the day of the Better Together update, combining the PS4, Xbox, Switch, and mobile version of the game into one, and hence the name they could all play together, cross-platform. Around that time was when Windows 10 came out, Microsoft's new operating system, and seeing as Microsoft had bought the rights to Minecraft just months before, they put the Bedrock Edition on their Windows Store with the Better Together update, partially as an incentive to download Windows 10. This update was also the release of featured servers for Bedrock, the first being in PvP, Lifeboat, Mineplex, and Cubecraft. The Java version had just released the update Aquatic at this point, changing how servers could be run. There are very few servers that run on 1.13 or above, as Mojang messed with some code somewhere, and servers are a lot less stable on newer versions of the game. The Hive was added to Bedrock Edition in late 2018. This is when I really switched over to Bedrock Edition, mainly to play with my sister who was on mobile, but I ended up really enjoying it, the reason I still main that platform today. With the 1.16 update, Mojang finally caught the Bedrock Edition up to Java, releasing the update for both platforms at the same time. This is also when Galaxite was released as the 6th Bedrock Edition featured server. More about that there. This brings us to today, where the Minecraft community is split between the two platforms about 60-40, and where the look and feel of the games are quite different. Now, let's explore the differences between the two, why the differences exist, and why people choose one over the other. There are many differences between Bedrock and Java. The first and most obvious one is the layout. If you look at the Java edition of the game, it has 5 main buttons in a rounded fashion. Single player, where you can join or create your own world. Multiplayer, where you can join servers and play others on Java. And realms, options, or quit. On the Bedrock edition of the game, there are only 3 buttons, and they're very square, with a tab of options inside the play button. You can choose single player worlds, multiplayer worlds, or servers. The combat style of each of the versions are currently drastically different. On the Java edition of the game, there's a different cooldown on different weapons. For example, an axe does more damage, but has a longer cooldown than a sword. This makes way for more strategy and decision. In Java, shields can be disabled for a period of time, when in Bedrock, you can block for as long as you want, until it breaks. In the old version of Java, if you right-click your sword while someone's hitting you, you take 50% less damage. This is called blocking. Many PvPers used to, and still do use block hitting, a combination of blocking and hitting, to win fights in 1.8. Additionally, swords were more powerful than axes, back in 1.8. For example, a stone sword would deal the same amount of damage as an iron axe. A diamond axe would deal the same amount of damage as an iron sword. It's basically one tier down. This is still true in the Bedrock edition today. In Bedrock, the PvP is quite like 1.8 Java PvP, just without block hitting. I think the main reason for that is because it would be difficult to add a mechanic that allows mobile players to block. This is why shields function the way that they do, so a player has to only crouch for protection. The way money is managed and the way you can purchase things changes vastly between versions. On Java Edition, you can download the game free. However, it's one $30 purchase for an account. which is needed to actually play. The Bedrock Edition, on the other hand, has a single $10 purchase to get the app, $40 for PC, God knows why. And you can play single player without an account. If you want to play on servers or multiplayer though, you'll have to make one. You can make unlimited free accounts through Xbox Live, instead of just the one limited $30 purchase for Java. If you want to purchase a rank on a Java server, you'll need to go to the server's website and buy it from there. Mojang gives servers a set of rules to follow, like how the ranks can't be paid to win, and then they leave the servers alone. This is the same process for servers on Bedrock, except for the 6 featured ones. On Bedrock, there's something called the Marketplace. This is where you can buy an in-game currency called Minecoins, and you can buy maps and texture packs with them. There are people who are currently making a living off making content for the Marketplace. These purchases go directly through the Minecraft app. Every featured server has their own Marketplace page, where they can sell things like costumes, cosmetics, and ranks. It makes it a lot easier for players to access their products, because they don't have to go to an external website. Not only do they get their server featured on over 50,000 devices, they get their ranks displayed too. There are slightly different game mechanics on either version. While they have the same blocks, Bedrock Edition Redstone works a lot differently than Java does, and a lot worse. Many redstone contraptions don't work on Bedrock Edition. Also, things like chests being pushable and not being able to go into crawling mode with a trapdoor means that Bedrock is quite different to Java Edition. The main reason for most of these changes, as well as catering for the mobile and console platforms, is the fact that Bedrock Edition is coded in an entirely different coding language. While Java Edition is coded in, you guessed it, Java, the Bedrock Edition of the game is written in C++, meaning the developers had to write 2 different versions of code for every update. Because of this, Bedrock is a lot more limited when it comes to mods, and while you can still download add-ons, they're a lot harder to code for C++ than Java. People tend to believe that you can't download any add-ons or texture packs from outside Bedrock at all, and while this isn't true, there are many more options on Java Edition. I think these are the main differences between the 2 versions. Feel free to leave a comment if I missed any. So, which version should you get? At the end of the day, it's entirely up to you and your circumstances. However, here's some advice from me. If you're a casual gamer looking for something to pass the time, Bedrock is probably the way to go. You can get it for a cheap price on your phone so you can open it and play easily. You can play with your friends, and you can still get the Minecraft experience. Bedrock can sometimes feel empty though, like a light version, with a small amount of mods and an unexciting PvP style. There isn't much room to take your gaming to the next level. On Java, you have to sit in front of a computer and launch the game to start it. This will mean you have to be ready for a session of gaming, even if it's chill. You can't play Java very well on the go, but it's a more hardcore experience with the PvP and the servers. If you're serious about gaming and want to get the full experience, Java is the way to go. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you can't be serious about Bedrock, and I'm not saying you can't chill out on Java. It's just that the 2 versions are created and marketed very differently. Java is the center stage, the full Minecraft experience, and Bedrock is the fun, lighter experience that you can enjoy with friends. Either way, Minecraft is an amazing game, and playing either platform will certainly provide for a fun experience. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you're still here, comment doggos. Why did I put that in the script? Make sure to like and subscribe, and peace.